welcome to Track Mind TV. This is the spotlight show where we highlight talent and giftings. Who would have thought that emceeing would have become a lucrative business as it is right now? I mean, if you look at every event around us, be it a wedding, be it a corporate event, be it a social gathering, you will not miss an MC. And truth be told, they do bring a difference in every event they're in. It becomes more lively, it becomes more orderly. And today, we get to interact with one of the best. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Introduce yourself to our viewers.
Wow. My name is Pompey, the Big Deal himself. I'm an entertainer. I do weddings, parties, corporates, anything lively. Count me there. So yeah.
Welcome.
Asante sana.
Share with us your journey. What was your aha moment when you realized, oh my God, I can MC?
Well, it all started in church. The moderation, how you moderate a service. So the leader who was there, aliniambia, we unaongea sana, unapenda kuongea sana, kipiripiri. Watu wanapenda kuongea sana. So you try moderate. So nikakuwa, all right, I don't have a problem. So I moderated the first time. So the reaction, and I was like, Allah. So this thing, people are responding. I was very scared of what people would say. Then God worked to his way, and I was given the moderation leader at that point. So anytime I didn't have a moderator, I used to moderate. So after a while, I was like, by the way, this can be something, because I'm loving it, I'm enjoying, I'm having fun at the same time. So hapo ndio nilianza kujidiscover nikakuwa I can actually do this. So step by step I started now attending parties, then went to concerts, church concerts, then elevated to weddings, now elevating to corporate. So it has been a journey.
For sure, that is quite a journey. That's a really good, a really encouraging story. And I'm sure people out here have seen things in us that we've not seen in ourselves. So I'm imagining if someone would not have reached out and told you, hey, unaka unaongea sana, who knows, would you be here right now?
I did public relations in university, so I'd be a PR consultant. But we are still juggling the two. So I do consultancy and plus now entertaining, and plus I'm a business owner. Okay. So we juggle where we are. Entertainment for me, it's not the source income kabisa. Like it's for me, it's more of the memory I put out there and the experience. That's why I call it the big deal experience. You experience big things through me. So normally that's my best way of showing.
You've actually answered my next question, because I wanted to ask you why the name Pompey the Big Deal.
Well, Pompey ilitoka high school, nilikuwa naitwa Kapumpum. Vile kamwili kanakaa. Tukaimodify captain wangu wa high school wa rugby akaniita Pompey siku moja, nikakuwa hebu rudia that minita Pompey, hiyo ni kali, hiyo ndio natumia hiyo. So I from high school till like form 4 nilikuwa naitwa tu Pompey. Now the big deal ilikuja after sasa nimeanza ku events. Kuna hiyo song inaitwa Larger Than Life. So when I was doing a gig, now my friend anaitwa MC Kibunja can introduce, welcome Pompey the Big Deal. Nikakuwa ala hiyo ndio tagline, that is what I'll be using. So since then I've been using Pompey the Big Deal, and plus my body aligned to the name.
So it's Pompey the Big Deal himself, or Pompey the Big Deal experience?
No, the experience is the big deal experience.
Okay.
So what you get is the experience. Myself, my name, Pompey the Big Deal himself.
Okay. Yeah. And it works perfectly fine. I think it's a really cool gisty name.
It is. Yeah. You think so? Asante.
So I see you doing emceeing, and you also do dancing. You also hype.
Yeah.
And out here, I've heard there are MCs and there are hype masters. So are you an MC? Are you a hype master? Are you both?
I call myself a dance MC.
Okay.
Because I do both. So for a hype man, normally they focus on just dance. We call them like the curtain raisers. Wasi kuja wanapatiana psych and what's hii kitu ya kuchezesha games before? What do you call it?
Icebreaker.
Yes, it's like an icebreaker. So a hype man is like an improved icebreaker.
Okay.
Now an MC now is now for protocols and order. So I do both.
Okay.
So a dancing MC. Yeah.
Okay. And are there different types of MCs? Because I see there are MCs who focus more on corporate events. There are those who do weddings. There are those who do social events like concerts. So does it mean there are different types of MCs, or the category you choose is based on your preference?
I think that goes to your preference, because for me, I've worked with kids. Mefanya DVBS, I've trained kids. I've done now events. I've done big events. I've done it's now for you. It's now for the person himself to decide. I think I'm comfortable here, so let me stick here. So now and then how you evolve to a brand. Now you see, when you become a brand, now that upon you, you distinguish yourself. So, for example, you see like there are MCs who are just known for corporate because their brand is aligned to corporate world and they are working in the corporate. And then there are MCs who are harusi, like this one is just pure weddings. Yeah. So it's not at the specific MCs. It's just that probably you find your niche and then you're comfortable and then you're like, okay, I think I like where I am, because I think every MC can do everything. An MC can be a corporate MC. Now it's just the person to decide, I think I want to do and focus on this. So it's up to preference.
It's up to preference. Yeah. So for you, your preference is
bado sijapata. Bado sijapata. I think niko everywhere. Ni the elderly tu sijawahi fanya.
For the elderly age group.
Like elderly age groups. Elderly sasa nawapatanga maybe in the corporate world.
Okay.
But now sijaipata a dedicated elderly age group set up. So sijaipata yet. I'm still evolving. Yeah. So until I evolve and then I'm comfortable, then now we can revisit.
So far, most of the events you've emceed in are they more of social or more of corporate?
Now we are doing both.
Now we're doing both.
Because last week I was in a corporate event, and then Saturday you find me in a wedding. So I juggle between the both. So we still do either. Which one? Ile inakuja money. Tunatafuta pesa. We on the grind.
Of importance.
Important too. Yeah.
So is there any that you find easier or you prefer?
Well, different challenges. It's so different because for corporate, you're more chilled. It's very calm and very uptight, so you can't really put energy on it. So you are calm, and that I don't feel kama umenifunga, but can you not do something extra? Like be extra. And then this other one, the challenge of now, kanza a wedding, the challenge of time. There's now the being creative, because in a wedding you have to be very creative every now and then, because you can't repeat content now and then 50 weddings later you're doing the same content. It's very hard. So you have to be very up quick, on your feet. For corporate you can be chilled, you don't have to do much. Probably for corporate nakwaga more of protocol, just for the order and just for the program. So it's very easy and chilled. So I can't prefer corporate, bado sijachagua. Unanifix, unataka kunifix. Unataka kunifix sichagui.
Nataka ku-understand.
Hapana, unataka kuni-embarrass. Unataka kuni-embarrass.
So over the years, I've seen emceeing evolve. I mean, in the early 2000s, if you compare then and now, it's definitely not the same.
It's not.
Because I remember back then, if you'd go for a family gathering, for example, they'd pick out the mzee who talks the most kwa your family and you're an MC. But right now, people are actually hiring an MC to come and host a family gathering, a graduation. You know. What other outstanding differences are there in emceeing if you compare the early 2000s and now?
As you said, number one, families now are okay hiring someone from outside. And now even rorashios, you get, it's not the uncle ule wa huko Moshadha ndo anafanya. You get, even MCs are now doing them. Big parties. It's not the same face you see every day. People are changing faces. Unajua kitambo, you just know this, if it's a function, huyu lazima ataifanya. If it's a function, this is the person. But now you get a very wide scope of variety, so it may change. We've certainly evolved, and then now it's generating money. It's very money. It's good money, but it takes time before you get the good money. So when you ingia in the system, you're good to go.
How are you able to put yourself out there for people to be able and see to see it and be like, I am having a graduation, I need an MC? How do you showcase yourself? How do you put yourself out there for people to know you?
Media, social media, and then documenting. I think the most important thing I'm learning as an entertainer, you need to document. Everywhere you go, a video. Everywhere you go, a video. Everywhere you go, a video. So document and then edit and then put it out. So Instagram, now we have TikTok, you put small 1 minute video. We have the Facebook. So mostly inakwaga just using social media. But funnily enough, my most jobs have been referral. Ni kadhaa, I can't count them. Enye nime DM you and kambiwa, do you do this and this and this? It's countable, but referrals. So it's just the grace of God that you go out there, you do you the best way possible, and then the jobs they come. They come. So referrals, but I put myself through media. Media and my friends. My friends are my number one cheerleaders. So I want to chocha. We have a good day. So
okay. And now when COVID came, there are no more events. Weddings have been reduced to 15 before they increased the numbers, and I'm sure that hit you had. How did you cope with that?
I think there's the first 3 months I used to ask God, why did you give me this talent and then bring such a pandemic? Like Ajiazin, Mbona, and then it was hard. For the first 3 months, I battled with myself. I was almost depressed because now you're no source of income, no weddings, no events. You have sound that is home doing nothing. There are bills to pay. So it was very hard. But gradually, I now opened a business in Gikomba. So that at least was able to now put me back at my feet. So at least I used to go to Gikomba every day until now the president agreed to reopen. And that was the best thing he did for me, because I was able to now get back on my feet. So it has been a good run. Kabisa.
So this COVID period pushed you to find another hustle.
Yes, it forced me to talk out of my box, out of my comfort zone, out of my ka place tu niko nitakuwa na event sato, so iliniambia bro, alafu ikienda what happens? So it was just a light bulb ala. Okay, so it really ilini changa mix, but ilini help at the end of the day.
I hope you're hearing that, guys. In case COVID hit you and you could not continue with the gift that you had or the hustle that you were doing, you can still come up with something new like Pompey did, and it can push you through. Yeah. So do you need any training to be an MC? Ama talent imetosha?
You need some training because well, sisi tulilearn on our way. For me, I learned on my job. You learn on the job. But now as I look back, I think training is important because there are certain challenges you will not encounter because of training, and then just the know-how, just the knowledge. It's good because now with training, it's easier to handle even a corporate event because now you're trained to handle such. So it's for the transition, and then you get easier to transit from one stage to the other with training to the other. Sisi tulilearn on our feet, to make mistakes. Nimeanguka kwa stage.
Wow.
Ilikuwa an event ya church. Ameniita, welcome Pompey the Big Deal.
Oh my God.
With training, at least watakuwa wamekwambia, even when you fall, there are certain ways of you coming back. Ama these are the things you say. Ama these are the things you do. So it's important just to have even a know-how, hata kama ni kidogo. But for emceeing, I think you learn on the job, and then it's just about passion. If you're passionate about it, you love it.
I'm curious. So after you fell, how did you pick yourself up and get the courage to go do what you're supposed to do?
Nilianza kuambia, now you see, you dust off your feet and stand up. I preached. Hey. Now it's time you see how I fall, and then you wake up and dust off with your troubles. I pray that Lord, you may nearly preach up for 5 minutes. Ndio ati nitoe woga ya rudi, but finally we came back.
So for this training, I have not heard of any MC schools. So how do you get yourself a trainer? Is it that you get yourself a mentor who will train you?
Preferably a mentor will do, because now when you work with your mentor, you can see what he does, what he avoids. So you can notice, okay, so in big events, I can't say such words. And then you notice in small gatherings, you don't put a lot of energy. So you go understanding, so he does this because of this at this point. Yeah, so probably a mentor will do. You need a mentor. You need one.
Are there MCs who've put themselves out there as mentors, or it's up to me if I'm interested to go find one?
I don't know if I've never heard of MC mentorship. I think inakwaga tu who you're comfortable with. You can approach them. DM, hi, my name is so and so. I like what you do. Can you mentor me? Can I work with you? Nowadays social media has given us the platform and the opportunity to reach out. Akiko blue tick sawa, yo utakula tu peke yako blue ticks, but at least you've tried. So mentor, so you just it's who you're comfortable with.
And does being an MC need one to be of a specific personality? Because as I see it, you're literally talking the entire time. You have to be loud, you have to be able to engage people. Does it need you to be of a specific personality?
And no, it all boils down to passion. If you're passionate about it, you'll do it. I've met very calm MC, but I'm calm and shy. I always tell people I'm shy, and they don't believe it. I'm like one shy person. It's just that when I'm working, I napenda kitu nafanya, so ako kawoga kanaisha. But personally, when you meet me in the streets, I'm one of the shyest person you can meet. I talk, quite a lot, but it's not, you can't say ati sasa because MCs talk. It's just be passionate about it, love it, you're good to go. But wale ma MC tunapata ni wasi loud because unapata the more you do the kazi, the more you engrave. It's like a culture.
Okay.
Una deep in kwa culture. Unaona hata like when you become can I use a bad example? I don't know. Am I allowed?
How bad is bad?
Like when you when you become like a tout. There are certain things you need to say, certain words you have to do, and then when you engrave in that culture, you get yourself, I was like this, but because of this culture I'm going through, you start changing pole pole, and you start getting to at a personality like shifts kidogo because of the people you're hanging out with and the environment. So it's not at the person changes, it's just how you react to things that changes.
So, case in scenario, you've been invited, and probably it's happened, you've been invited to MC at an event, and the crowd is very unresponsive. How do you deal with that?
You move on with the wind, because you can't really force people. So you do what you're supposed to do. So if you're supposed to do protocol, just do your protocol and go eat ice cream and tell yourself that was a bad day at work and sleep, and then pray for another good gig, because we can't have 100% good working days. Kuna zile siku tu uko, my God, me by there, just want to go home, eat ice cream and sleep.
And have you had such an experience?
Quite a few. Kuna some events naenda uko, what? Okay. I squeeze ice cream. I need ice cream. And then you go and sleep.
Do you mind sharing one such event with us? The worst one.
My worst one. Okay. So I was doing a wedding in Kangemi. So pastor amesema yes I do nini. And then akanicall. So we need to call the MC for directions. I go. When I'm speaking, a lady from I don't know where shouted, simamisha harusi. Hii harusi unasimamisha. This harusi needs to stop.
What?
So niko, okay. What again? So I ignored. Kaendelea, kaambia watu, okay. So we're moving. Nimesema MC, hii harusi ina stop. Okay. Nikamwambia, aya, can you come forward? And then I called now the pastor. Then she started now being very vulgar and telling the husband how the husband will never get something good like this anymore. So it was a very tulikuwa, Allah, why you okay. So that wasn't enough. Akaanza kuambia, you know what, hata I will kill you both.
Okay, that's extreme.
Extreme. So they called the police, at least order was back. Now when we're going to the grounds, the pastor who was given money to book reception, alikula pesa, akachange reception. So the e-card was saying something, and then where we were, it was very different. So we went. So when I figured, I got tents with no chairs.
Okay. This is actually a real story.
Same wedding.
Not a movie.
Same wedding.
Okay.
No, hakuna movie. Okay. So na walikuwa Waluya wamepanda basi kama mbili. Wamekuja. Nikamwambia itabidi tu mmekaa chini tukigoja viti. So I called the tent vendor. Kasema na come kwa Kenya, Nairobi. Nakuja, niko tu hapa 10 minutes. Hakukuja. To make it worse, the same pastor was to give PA system. Aliona drama akasema, pali watu wanaenda kuuana, mimi nitoe sound. No. So ilikuwa mimi na shout, sasa nataka mkuje mkaribie. So I was forced to shout.
My God.
I was forced to shout. hata instructions that was not enough. The food tulikuwa kale ka plate, sijui kama watu wanaweza relate, kale usaviwa na ile plate imekunjwa hivi, wanakakunja wanasawa, wanakunja wanasawa. So hata I had to wear many hats. Hiyo siku sasa nikakuwa caterer, nikakuwa deco, nikakuwa mtu wa tent. Nikakuwa I changed my hats.
Wow.
Isiharibie. Tuko wapi? Tume serve food. The gari that they were supposed to carry the gifts ikaenda. I think because of payments, I didn't understand. So I was left again kutafuta kahaya ya vile hizi vitu zitafika pali wanaenda. So it was such a long day. We only did one speech ya mzazi and I cut the cake. Na sayo na shout. Na tuko watu kama 500. So wamezunguka hapa. Ni kama rally. But vile rallies will happen. Exactly.
That for sure is your worst experience.
You sit down that day, it was bad.
But at least you helped out in different ways, so you still got your blessing. You still got your blessing, one way or the other.
But because when you can't sit down and then just see someone's day just getting ruined, and you can help somehow. I'm not the kind of person ati wanasemaga mimi sijalipwa kufanya hiyo, mimi sijalipwa kubeba kiti, mimi sijalipwa wewe umelipwa. Ukiona problem solve, na unaweza and you're in such a position, what's the least that can happen, you know? So no harm.
So as we wind up, what are your future plans with this career that you're in, if I can call it a career?
It is a career nowadays. I mean, people work just Saturdays. How best can we work? Saturdays
only
and Fridays.
Must be nice.
It is nice. It is nice, I tell you. It is nice. Anyway, my future plans start have a company, the Big Deal company, just to now outsource. I don't want to really have a company, but now my company is like a human resource center. So you need an MC, you need sound, hire from me. You need cameras, hire. So it's not at a company that will grow in what basis. I'm a human resource. I know people, and so when you need one, I deliver. So at a certain commission. You need one, I deliver at a certain commission. So those are my future plans.
And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. It's been such an honor having you. And to you, our viewers, let's continue with this conversation on the comment section. And I want to give you a challenge this time round. I'm inviting you guys to suggest any talents that you'd want us to highlight on this show. Please be sure to put them down there on the comment section. Like, share this video with your family and your friends, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. And until then, keep it track mind.